Hi Internet, welcome to today's video. Let's do the Wednesday New York Times crossword puzzle for August 20th, 2025. The constructor today is Victor Schmitt. Will Shorts is the editor, and I'm John Appleseed, your host here on the channel. And we've got some grade in squares, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them, all equal in size, 3 by 3. Kind of looks like a Windoku or a clone Sudoku puzzle is what it kind of looks like to me, but we'll see what it means. One across is a tycoon. Don't know. One down, change seeker. Don't know. 12 across, moody hip hop subgenre. Don't know that. 16 across, switch to a news person. Switch to a news person on the scene. So I'm thinking of the people in the studio, the anchors are. And let's go live on the scene to our man there. Ted, what's the mood there at the State House or whatever? 18 across, hair group, could be gel. 22 across, only U.S. Pres born in Kentucky. I don't know that. 28 across, square, root. No. Is this like a panhandler, somebody who's asking for spare change, beggar, maybe? 2 down, shape-shifting organism. Don't know. 3 down, like some oats. Rolled oats are a thing. Let's try that. 4 down, blank quit. I'll quit? Not sure about that. 5 down, sat blank. GPS to Brits. Okay, I've heard of satellite navigation. Sat nav. Tycoon could be a baron. Is emo rap? Not something I've heard of, but could fit. That would fit with beggar for somebody who's seeking for spare change. Emo is often a clue for or an answer for emotional music genre. Maybe there's an emo rap. Go live. Let's go live. 4 down, or I quit. Okay, that works. Amoebas, I guess, shift their shapes. Abe Lincoln. Why associate him with Illinois, but maybe he was born in Kentucky. 28 across, square root is the radical. Kind of rings a bell from distant memories of math classes. 29 down, tats up, inks up. Get a tattoo is to ink up. Okay, do we see anything in these gray squares? Is this an anagram of anything? I don't know. If radical is right, we're not cloning the letters there. Okay, we'll have to figure out what those are doing. 6 across, famously friendly pooch, per the American Kennel Club. Don't know that. 14 across, electronic setting on a floor model. No, 14 across, 14 down, sorry, hip hop's run blank, run DMC. 6 down, perishable bit of apparel. It's perishable. And you wear it? Don't know what that means. A fig leaf. 7 down, Dutch beer. And beer, I think that is the Dutch word for beer, the Dutch spelling for beer, same as in German. Amstel is 1. Let's try that. 8 down, expel with jeers. To boo out or something. Common sushi go with for 17 across. Miso soup. Maybe. 8 down, that's expel with jeers. 15 down is flavoring in some fast food. MSG. Monosodium glutamate. 9 across, mystery author Josephine. Have I seen Josephine Nye? Or is there a Joseph Nye I'm thinking of? 9 down, more than one would like. No, 10 down, collegiate domain. It's probably .edu. Okay, let's take out Nye. 11 down, or yep or yup. Maybe a floor model of something might have a demonstration mode or a demo mode, and you'd set the electronics to that. Maybe it's Josephine Nay. More than one would like. Too much. Well, I'm not sure about that either. What's 21 across? Like many a coffee order, to go. 6 down. Oh, a lei is a flower garland. It would rot. It would perish. Okay. Are Labradors famously friendly? Labs, I guess. So yeah, boo would be jeering sound. Boo off the stage, maybe. 24 across, whistleblower could be a referee. 30 across, 2003 Will Ferrell film, Elf, Buddy the Elf. What's your favorite color? I like that movie. So we've got 3 O's here. We've got 3 O's here. More than one would like. 2. Or so. 25 across. I had something come up, maybe. That might be a lie. An excuse to get out of something. 31 across. Organization that prohibits magic 8 balls and baseball bats. Don't know what that is. 34 across. Went letter by letter to Brits. Brits say spelt instead of spelled. This is the past tense of spell. 26 down. Michigan's Blank Royale National Park could be Eel, I-S-L-E maybe. Cave dwellers. Efts. There's like a salamander newt thing called an eft. I don't know what that is. 40 across. Fixes as a piano. Tunes. This is aisle. More than one would like. Hold on. 23 across. The letters were a sellout. Standing room only. SRO. 32 across. Custom in Japanese food service. No tipping, maybe, or something like that. 13 down. Scabbers to Ron Weasley in the Harry Potter books. He was his pet, pet rat. And 19 across. Marijuana component is THC, I believe. 20 down. January and November have the most federal ones, most federal holidays. Yeah, no tips for the custom in Japanese food service, I think. 33 down. What every O in this grid represents. Are these tic-tac-toe? Doesn't work. Are these dice? So these are the pips on dice, probably to celebrate the New York Times new domino-based game, pips. I think these represents the pips, the dots on dice. So like the O's here in these look like the number 6 on a die. Here we've got 3, and this is a 2. Okay, that works. 39 item seen rolling through this puzzle is a die, the singular of dice. So 24 down, adjusted the rankings of, as a tournament, reseeded. Okay, so that's why we had multiple O's here. Maybe this is too often. Let's change lie to fib. Too often for more than one would like. I'm going to guess Josephine Tay is a mystery author. Okay. And then I did want to put an A here for TSA. That might prohibit you from taking a magic 8 ball or a baseball bat on a plane. What is something in magic 8 balls that is a dangerous substance? I don't know why that would be banned, but bats could be cave dwellers. Isle Royale, I guess, and too often fib, TSA, and spell. Okay, so those all work. Let's try this section. 36 across. Brief first from Japan, with 17 syllables, illustrated here. That is a haiku poem. 41 across. Freddy Krueger's locale. He's from Nightmare on Elm Street. Just put in Elm Street there. 44 across. UFC fighting style. That's mixed martial arts, I think. 51 across. First receptionist on The Office. Pam, and then Aaron replaced her, right? So 36 down, material and some eco-friendly clothing, could be hemp. 37 down, liberal arts college in Michigan, might be Alma, just a name that might fit there. Remark accompanied by a face palm. I'm a moron? Maybe. 45 across, mole, for example, could be a spy. 23 down, no lie, Scout's honor. That works. 52 across, delivers as a baby. A woman has a baby, so that works. 42 across, evolutionary, missing link. Maybe an ape man. And then 35 down, the Ramones genre, I think that's punk. 43 down, actor Lamorne of Fox's New Girl. I think this might be the one die, so we have an O here to represent the single pip on that die. 53 across before, poetically, could be air. And boo off stage. Then slobbery smooch could be a dog kiss. Actor Lamorne. Don't know that. All right, let's try 57 across. The Big Apple's blank drive. Don't know that. 55 across, distinctive feature of the durian fruit. They smell. They have a strong odor. 59 across, frenemy of Betty in comics. Betty and Veronica from the Archie comics. 59 down, Air Force Two passengers in brief. Vice presidents. The vice president gets Air Force Two, I think. 60 down, Fearless, or 1989, for Taylor Swift. She had an Eras tour. I'm learning a lot about Beyonce and Taylor Swift just from crossword answers. Let's try I'm a Moron for 38 down. 65 across, boosted, promoted. So here we've got the 5. We've got 5 O's making the 5 pattern on a dice, a die. 67 across, blank Marino, San Marino. I probably would have put Dan Marino there without the vice president's passengers clue. Okay, so I think that works. 46 down, sameness, could be parity. And 68 across, patty melt bread is a rye. Rye bread is good for patty melts. 61 down, middling grade, C, works. 57 down, it's all the rage. A fad would be all the rage. 57 across, the apples. Oh, FDR Drive is something in New York, I think. All right, don't know that. 54 across, T-Rex fossil, named after its discoverer. Don't know. 58 across, Singer DeFranco, Annie, or is it Anna? I think it's Annie DeFranco. 62 across, classic Asimov collection. He had the Foundation trilogy, the Robot trilogy, maybe it's iRobot. 66 across, Five Nations tribe. Don't know. 63 down, lead into center or room. Rec center, rec room. 64 down, musician Yoko Ono. 48 down, writer Allende is Isabel Allende. She Chilean or Peruvian? I'm not sure. 49 down, gas brand that supports NASCAR. Sunoco. I think I'm getting that right. 50 down, wheat-based meat alternative. Not sure about that. Seneca is a member of the Iroquois Confederacy, I remember learning about in history class. Start of many emoticons. The colon, emoticons are the ones made out of punctuation marks rather than the emojis that are just graphics by themselves. Okay, so I don't know this wheat-based meat alternative, and I don't know the T-Rex fossil named after its discoverer. Sue would be a name of a person who might discover something, and that would be a fossil, unless it's a last name. I think I'm going to go out on a limb and put in E, and I think that will finish the puzzle. Fingers crossed. Yes, that was it. Okay, so a celebration of Pips, the new New York Times game, which is fun. I tried it out yesterday. I really should have done the tutorial first, but just kind of floundered my way through it. Ended up solving the puzzle, but not in a very elegant way. Pips is the name of the game. It's based on dominoes rather than dice, but the dots on dominoes and the dots on dice are both called pips. So that was fun. It took a while to figure out what the gray squares were doing. I think I had to get the revealer first. I had to get Pip to figure out what the O's represented and that these were dice cubes. All right, some clever clues. I think beggar as change seeker, rolled oats, or I quit. Yeah. All right, I like this puzzle, and I like the dice theme. I do enjoy the puzzle. I recorded another video of it just before I recorded this one, and the way the Pips puzzle itself was formatted did not fit on my screen. So I don't think it's going to lend itself well to videos in the future. So I don't know if I'll do a lot of Pips videos, but I think we've got enough crossword content to keep us keep us busy. All right, so thanks so much for joining me. Please come back for more puzzles and games, and I'll see you next time.